So I want to do I've never done a cologne review before, but I have a thing for colognes and have had that for 30 years plus. When I was in high school, I started. But recently I've been into Tom Ford, and if you don't know about him, check him out. And the very first scent I wanted when I got into him was Tuscan leather, but it is one of the more expensive scents, so I have put off buying it. Then all these reviews came out about this, and it's the name of the house is Layuqawam. Say it how you will. And the scent, glad I spoke with my wife who took 13 years of French. She told me it's called Pour Homme. Don't pronounce the H. Good thing I talked to her, or I would have called it Power Homie or something. But they say it's supposed to smell exactly like, or pretty darn close to, Tuscan leather. And I will say it is pretty close. But when my wife and I smell it, we both think it smells different enough to say it's different. It does smell closer on the dry down. I'll give you, see if you can see how nice the spray is. It is a very nice spray. Maybe a little bit more volume than I like, but it's very nice. So, and in all honesty, very first opening note of Tom Ford, honestly, I get alcohol, but 10 seconds later it's gone. But the smell of the two is not the same. And the this one smells more woody, and the other reviewers are saying raspberry, but I don't get any fruit, not one bit at all. So call it what you will. And I said that the dry down is closer, and it's been all of not even a minute yet, and it already starts to get a little bit closer this quickly. So I will say it is definitely close, but it's definitely not an exact match. If you are a huge Tom Ford fan, you will be able to tell the difference. However, you will not be disappointed. It is a lovely clone. More than that, however, what I would like to tell you about even more so is from the same house, the smell they're calling Tobacco Blaze. This I actually like better than the Tom Ford Tuscan leather. This is amazing. The smell on this is just, oh my Lord. Party time. When I smell this, I think party time, I think good time, I think dance club, I think all upbeat, positive, and oh my Lord. I put some on yesterday, and end of the day I was still smelling lovely. And I could smell it myself, so you know how that is. You usually don't smell yourself after a while. But this is the one I really want to tell you about more than anything else, because this one, this might be my favorite at the moment. And right after this, I'll show you my counter that I have all of my cologne on, so you can have a good idea of where I'm coming from. Like I said, I've been into cologne since I was 16 years old or so, when I started working at a pizza shop and wanted to smell like something other than pizza. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this. Please give me a thumbs up, like, and even subscribe if you'd like. I do a lot of 3D printing usually, but I do some off-the-wall stuff as well. So I thank you muchly. So this will give you an idea of where I'm coming from cologne-wise. This is my current Tom Ford collection. This is pretty much what I'm wearing every day. But before that, Creed Aventus was kind of my go-to. I got bored of it like everybody else. But I've obviously got plenty of other Creed. Creed was my house before Tom Ford. I've got some stuff that I make myself. Some Paco Rabanne. All these up here are stuff that I don't wear very often anymore. And all these down here are things that I do. And you'll recognize some of them. That right there is one of my favorites, but my wife doesn't like it. But that's not unusual for her. It's another one of my favorites. That is my favorite. I've had that bottle since I was in high school, literally. And the same with Fahrenheit. And you can see Fahrenheit's about gone. So if you want to buy me something, buy me some of that. But everybody loves Sauvage, and I ended up with 2 bottles somehow. But I'm not as impressed as most people. And this Dunhill, I love this one, and that's a ladies' cologne, but I wear it and rock it out hardcore, dude. I love the stuff. And sometimes I'll wear it with something else. And I wanted to point out on those that I was telling you about that the Tobacco Blaze, let me see if I can see it. Tobacco Blaze put the name on the outside of the box, but not the other one. And this is probably one of the nicest cologne packaging I've ever seen. It's got a metal piece here. And you can see they're different colors and not all the same. And look at that, there's magnets in there. I would have loved it if they had put a magnet on that cap and made it so it was loose. But the way they made it is it gets tight right there, and there down it's pushing on the grip. I would prefer it to be a magnet like that. Watch this. Boom, magnet. Bam. And this bottle was from like the 70s or something. So anyway, I was telling you about what my wife said about it, and I'll play you a little video here next to give you some perspective of where she's coming from. It's funny. Cologne, when I ask you what you think of it.
Oh, what do I say?
You have a reaction. It's a typical reaction, pretty much all of my cologne. I go, here, what do you think of this? And you smell it and you go, oh, it's...
Oh, acceptable?
No, that's not what you say.
Oh, it's all right, I guess.
There you go. That's about right.
It's all right, I guess.